So how do you read an income statement for a real estate property the way investors and developers actually do? Let's get into it. An income statement, sometimes called a T12 operating statement or a P&L, answers one simple question. Does this property actually make money? And if so, how reliably? It shows what money comes in, what money goes out, and what's left over before debt. Think of it as a property's financial personality. And in commercial real estate, value is driven by income. So not understanding the income statement means not understanding the value. Let's start at the top. Gross potential income. This is the perfect world number if every unit is rented and every tenant pays on time. An example is a 20-unit apartment building. Average rent, $1,500 per month. That's $30,000 per month or $360,000 per year. But we don't live in a perfect world. Vacancy and credit loss. People move out, people pay late, and some people just disappear. So we subtract vacancy and credit loss. Let's say we assume a conservative 8% vacancy. 360,000 times 8% is $28,800. Other income. This includes laundry machines, parking fees, pet rent, storage, application fees, etc. Let's say that adds another $20,000 per year. Now your effective gross income is $351,200. Next up, operating expenses. These are the costs to keep the property alive. Typical categories include property management, repairs and maintenance, utilities, insurance, property taxes, landscaping, and admin and professional fees. Let's say all of this totals to $140,000 per year. For something like multifamily, I like to see this somewhere between 30 to 40% of effective gross income as a rule of thumb. But obviously that varies depending on the asset type and market. Now just to clarify, debt is not an operating expense, and capital improvements are not an operating expense. We're measuring the property's operating performance before financing and big one-time expenses. We now come to income minus operating expenses, which equals net operating income, or also called NOI. So 351,200 minus 140,000 equals $211,200. This is possibly the single most important number in commercial real estate. Why? Because lenders size loans off of it, investors value properties off of it, and buyers pay premiums for growing it. Let me give you a quick example. Building A has an NOI of $200,000. Building B, however, is the same size, same location, but has an NOI of $240,000. At a 6% market cap rate, Building A is worth $3.33 million, while Building B is worth $4 million. Same building, $670,000 difference, caused entirely by the income statement. When I review an income statement, I'm asking questions like, are expenses realistic or artificially low? Is management under budgeting repairs? Is vacancy honest or optimistic? Is other income being ignored? Is NOI stable or declining? So in short, if you can read an income statement, you have a better chance of spotting bad deals early, negotiating smarter, increasing value intentionally, and avoiding expensive surprises. If this was helpful, like and subscribe. If you have a question, leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching.